What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the day ones, all the new subscribers, all the likes, all the comments, all the feedback. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. As you can see from the thumbnail, I think it made it a lot easier now. Because, I had reached out to the family member about maybe going on maybe 2 weeks already, maybe 10 days. So, I gave the family member a call today, just like a follow up. Uh, During that conversation, the the documentary got brought up, and to my surprise, he was aware of that documentary. He said he had watched that documentary a couple of years back. So I guess he's just been trying to keep it in the dark from everybody else, but apparently his family knows. His family knows. So now, uh, for me, I don't feel like you have to basically you can just let him come out now. If his family knows, that was the hard part. I was feeling kind of bad then. I'm like, man, 'cause what if his family don't know? But apparently his family been knowing all along. I don't know if all his family knows, but apparently this family member knows. So I was kind of surprised. I'm like, whoa. And I can understand, you know what I mean? Like I said, this guy is he's a public figure. For what's going on into Mike? How you doing, man? How you hope you having a good day as well. So I reached out to him. He's like, look, I gave I gave him your contact. Uh he told me not to give out his personal number, but I gave him your number because I gave him your number, and I'll give him another call this afternoon and see what's going on with them. So apparently, yeah, I think so too. I think so too. It's Almighty. I think the hard part, I think him letting his family know and all this. Uh, because I was surprised. I was surprised for the family relative to be like, yeah, But I hope they don't think that I'm trying to use it like a in an intimidating manner. You know, because I'm like, because somebody else has reached out to them as well. You know what I mean? A female. And he's like, yeah, the last person that called me, they let me know what was going on. They explained to me and everything, uh, of what's going on. But I also understand the position this guy's in life right now. I mean, it's gonna blow y'all's mind. You know, everything's gonna come out eventually. What's up, God Soldier? Everything's gonna come out eventually. Everything's gonna come out eventually. So there's comments, people put in comments and they're like, hey, when are you gonna drop this new stuff? I'm like, hey, that's gonna come in time, man. That's gonna come. What I was concerned about was like, man, hopefully his wife or family uh knows. That would make it a lot easier on my conscience. On my conscience. Because if his family knows and his loved one knows, and I don't know, man. I'm I don't know. Because I sent I sent her email last night, and she told me Friday, and that was it. But I'm thinking she was going to tell me the same thing I was going to tell her. I think somebody done reached out to her and let her know who this guy is, and yeah, this shit's yeah, because I just have to wait for him to contact me. It's going to be on his time. I mean, I don't want to. His family already knows, so that was the hard part. I don't want to. I don't want to completely expose everything on him. I'm gonna let him do that, man, because it's a good story, man. When I tell you it's a good story that this guy has, man, it's a good story. And then once everything's gonna come out, man. But right now it's not my place for it to come out. It's gonna come out eventually. It's gonna come out, but it's not gonna be on my time or anybody else's time. It's gonna be on this guy's time. But it's gonna come out. The truth is gonna come out. Yeah, that's what I told the. See, I once the family member told me. Once the family member told me that they were aware of what was going on and they knew about that documentary, I'm like, oh, so if y'all know about this, you got to understand that this documentary, as we speak, is being ran on Tubi, and it's a matter of time before somebody else finds y'all, just like somebody else found y'all. Somebody's going to come and find y'all. So it's going to be up to him how much exposure does he want to maximize it, minimize it. But I think either way it goes around, I think the dude, he has a great success story, man. Regardless of what he went through, him being a victim at first, then willingly and whatnot. But for him to be in the position that he's in right now, you seen Thomas Harris. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. So it's gonna be on this guy's time. You know, I didn't do a follow up to maybe like, let me see, when I first reached out to him. Okay, I reached out to them March 23rd. I reached out to them March 23rd. We're already April the 4th. So I let almost 2 weeks pass by before I did a follow up. I reached out to the family member March 23rd. We're already April 4th. I can't just be calling these. I can't be calling them. Consistently on a constant base. I let basically what is 2 weeks pass by, and then I made the phone call, a follow up call, which is it's typical, man. I mean, anybody that's doing some kind of journalist reporting or investigation, you do follow ups. You know, but depending on the frequency of the phone calls, you might irritate them people, man. You might start coming off like a bill collector. So that's why uh, I let 2 weeks go by before I made the follow up. And it's only fair, that 2 weeks. It's not like I gotta force this dude. It got to be on my time, or the subscribers' time, or anybody's time other than his time. Because I mean, everything's eventually gonna come out. Everything's gonna come out. Who he is, his position in life, uh, everything's gonna come out, right? And then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be amazed on his lifestyle. And I've seen one channel have a similar story. I've seen only one channel on YouTube that's had some type of story like this. That's like fucking mind boggling. That's like, wow, man, is that shit even possible? How? And I'm not trying to talk and blow smoke up y'all's ass and be like, oh, I got something when I really don't got nothing. The hard part been done, right? We've been going at this going on maybe already like 6 months already. And nobody have found this guy. Or maybe nobody really attempted to really find him. I don't know. They should have reached out to this guy. Somebody should have been looking out for him and said, "Hey, man, what's your story?" It's like everything else. Every journalist that hears a story, that's why you got these journalists going overseas, uh, to Afghanistan and Mexico to get the side of the story. They want to interview everybody. Anybody that has a part in that story, they're interviewing them, or at least a statement. If you don't want to give an interview, the least you can do is give a statement.